Today we're talking about how to lift the face on more mature skin. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Oh my gosh, is this a hot topic for women our age or what? How exactly do you kind of combat the gravity over the years to make your face look a little more lifted? Today, I'm going to be sharing what I have found to be the things that really work. It's a short list, but it's an important list. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want all the good stuff, you might want to sign up for my Sunday morning email newsletter. It comes out every Sunday morning. No surprise there. It is very short, very sweet. It includes all the cool things I found throughout the week, whether it's a great sale or a good recipe or a good piece of information or just something I want to share with you. It is far and away the most popular thing about my channel. It's super easy to sign up. You just click the link in the description box down below. Comes straight to your email inbox on Sunday morning. There's a lot of us drinking our coffee, reading the Sunday morning email newsletter, and enjoying our day. It's super free, super fun, easy to sign up. I think you're going to love it. Well, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about what I have found to be the most effective way to lift your face as you get older. And of course, the first thing that you can do, everyone knows this, is get a facelift. But if you don't want to do that, you're in the right place. Let me back you up a little bit if you're new here and just let you know where I'm coming from as far as skincare. I started on my anti-aging skincare journey about 5 years ago because I looked in the mirror and I was horrified. I had never taken care of my skin. I was 62 years old when I started my channel. I'm 67 and a half now. So it's been about 5.5 years. What I wanted to do was document whether or not you could really make a difference in your skin at a more mature age without surgery or without going into invasive procedures. I didn't know if it was going to work. I was going to try everything that I could afford at home. So it had to be affordable at-home products and devices. And I wanted to see what would happen. Well, here's a picture of me when I first started my channel. I am 5.5 years older now. So I think what we have found is you can go a long way with at-home products and devices. Today, I'm going to be sharing what I've learned over those 5.5 years, what's worked, what's, not going to really move the needle at all, and just kind of let you know the shortcut to how you can lift your face a little bit easier at home. The number one way that I have found to actually affect the lift of my face is without a doubt a microcurrent device. And this one is the MyoLift QT from 70 Wellness. And this portion of the video is sponsored by MyoLift. That's 70 Wellness is the name of the company. This microcurrent device is amazing, and it is absolutely the most reliable microcurrent device that I have found, and I've tried a whole bunch of them. So let's talk a little bit about why our face ends up falling a little bit and what we can do to kind of counteract that gravity and that loss of firmness over the years. There's two things that are going on, two main things. First and foremost is the muscle structure underneath your skin gets more lax over the years. Now, it doesn't just happen on your face, it happens on the rest of your body. I know for me, if I'm going to get anything lifted, it's not going to be my face, it's going to be my thighs. That's for darn sure. My thighs are not as firm as they used to be. They're sagging. The same way that my face is sagging, the same way that the skin on my upper arms is getting a little loose. Everything is just getting a little less taut. So it starts underneath with the muscles, and the muscles relax over time or they get tense over time. That area in between your eyebrows that we call the 11s, that's from tension. That's not from it releasing. So that area you actually want to release. So in other words, our muscles are not working the same way and as effectively as they did when we were young. The second thing is that the tone and texture of the overlying skin, the skin over that muscle structure, gets a little bit degraded over time. You know, it just does. Our skin is not as bright as it used to be. It's not as taut as it used to be. It's not as smooth as it used to be. It doesn't flush out fluids the same way that it did. So it's really just kind of losing its snap over the years, just like our muscle structure. So what can you do? Absolutely, the one thing that I have found that really helps to give the appearance and actually lift the face is microcurrent. This is hands down the quickest way to get a little bit of a lift. Now, how does this work? This runs a very, very small current through your skin, and what it does is that it impacts the muscle or engages that muscle and causes it to start waking up and doing its job again. 7E Wellness actually makes professional grade microcurrent devices. That's how they started in the business. They since have come out with a few home devices. In other words, they're approved for home use. I have used a few devices from 7E Wellness. This one is absolutely my favorite. It's called the QT Plus. This thing is amazing. I used to have the one with 2 different wands and you'd have to go like this. This one, it's just this small little device right here. It's absolutely amazing. And you simply just run it over your skin. It's going to do a couple of things. First of all, it's going to engage those muscles and get them to start working in a way that they're going to make your face look firmer and more lifted. The second thing that it's going to do is it's going to generate ATP. And we talk about ATP on my channel all the time. That's adenosine triphosphate. That is the spark that creates repair and movement in your skin. That's why if you have a microcurrent device and you notice that your skin looks more lifted, but it also looks fresher and brighter, it's that ATP that's doing it, because it's giving your skin more of what it needs in order for it to function like it used to function. So this little device is absolutely the best hitter that I have found for actually lifting the face. All you do is turn it on and run it over your skin. One of the most important things about using one of these is how you use it and how you get started. If you go ahead and get one, or if you have one in a drawer and you're going to pull it out and start using it again because it's motivated you, what I would suggest is that you hit it hard for the first 2 weeks. Use it every single day, because it's just like getting your body back into fitness. You want to really, really get things rolling. You're going to see a tremendous difference after the first week, and it's really going to be a big difference after the second week. But I'm telling you what, take pictures. Take a picture before you start if you're either going to order one or if you're going to pull it out of the drawer because you haven't used it in a year. Take a picture on day 1 and compare it to day 14. You're going to be surprised. One of the tricks that I use with my QT, and then I'm going to show you some other cool things about the QT, is I actually create cheekbones. Now, I have a very full face. I call myself a Campbell soup kid. I look just one of those little round-faced kids on the side of the can. My cheeks are very, very full. I don't naturally have cheekbones because I have rounded cheeks. What I do is I run this right under that little area of cheekbone right there, back and forth, and I actually cut out a cheekbone for myself because it engages those muscles and pulls it up, and you can see I look like I have cheekbones when I actually don't. I just made them on my own. So if you have fuller cheeks, it's going to help you as well. Here's something that has happened to me recently because I'm on this fitness journey and I've lost weight. I have deeper marionette lines now, this area right here, because I have lost volume in my cheeks. Now, that's just part and parcel of losing body fat. I've lost some off my face as well as a lot more off my body, which has impacted my face. The only thing that I have found that has really helped that marionette line area is the microcurrent, because it actually pulls that muscle up and pulls that area of my face up. So the microcurrent has definitely given me cheekbones and really softened this area by pulling this part of my face up. There's some really cool things that come with this little QT that are very, very helpful and very, very handy. And this is really a standout in the industry about what the QT does. It comes with these little hands-free microcurrent pads that you actually connect into your charged unit, and you just place them on your face and it automatically does a treatment. So they have this one right here. They have these little pads right here. And what you do is you just select where you want to place them. Again, they have this one right here to go around your mouth, which I think is brilliant. And you just plug it in and put it on your face and you're done. And then this one for the eye area. So this little unit is quite the powerhouse, particularly when you add these other face pads that you just connect into your device and you can do it automatically. It really makes a treatment very, very easily. So if you feel like you don't want to sit there and run it over your face a particular day, you can just use the masks or the pads in order to give yourself a treatment without having to actually move the device over your skin. So what is a microcurrent device really going to do? Well, it's going to really improve the muscle tone underneath your skin. If you look on the website, and I'll have it listed below, as well as I've got a discount code, which is going to be great for you, there are a lot of before and after pictures. And what you're going to see is a real lift and improvement in the skin. In addition to the skin looks brighter and fresher, and that's from the ATP. So this is going to improve your muscle tone on your skin, which is going to give you that look of a lift. It's also going to increase hydration of your skin. It's going to reduce the fine lines and wrinkles, win-win right there. And it's also going to help with lymphatic drainage, which is super important. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. So absolutely my number one tip for lifting the face is a microcurrent device. This one is absolutely hands down one of my favorites and really, really reliable. If you end up going over to the 70 eWellness site to check out the QT, and I recommend you do, it's really a cool little unit, make sure you also check out their Beauty Boot Camp kits. These are a good value, and there's a lot of things in here that will really, really kickstart your routine. This one is the Wrinkle Reduction Kit, and it's 5 daily steps to smoother skin in 14 days. So if you end up starting up with your microcurrent again, or if you end up ordering the QT, you can use this to really help with your transformation of your skin and getting it a little more lifted. Absolutely number one on my list for lifting your skin is a good microcurrent device. But let me tell you what, it doesn't work in the drawer. It just really doesn't. And again, if you're going to pull out a device that you've had for a while that you just haven't used, or you're going to start in with a new device, I really suggest that you hit it hard 10 to 14 days in the beginning. You're going to be surprised when you look at that picture from day 1 and compare it to day 14. You're really going to see quite a difference in the tone of your face and in the brightness and freshness of your skin. Okay, so what is number 2 on my list? Number 2 is a good skincare routine. No surprise there. What happens over time is our skin everywhere on our body, but particularly on our face, because that's what we see every day, starts to slow down in its production. Its production of collagen and elastin, and its production of hydration, and its production of everything. It's just like everything else. Over time, things just slow down. So one of the big differences in my skin between when I first started and today is simply the fact that I used a very effective, very affordable skincare routine super regularly. That was important. I was very, very consistent. Did I buy expensive products? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And to be honest with you, there are very, very few products I have found over the 5.5 years I've been doing this channel that really made a bigger difference than just the more moderately priced products. I have done a ton of videos on putting together a very basic, very affordable skincare routine. And I'm telling you what, it is super, super easy. I'm going to have those videos listed down below because if I just repeat them, it's not going to be as interesting as if you just go watch them on their own. You want to start start a routine with vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. Super easy to remember. You want a morning routine and you want an evening routine. Plus you want to exfoliate your skin in the beginning for a few weeks and then a couple of times a week after that. What that's going to do is it's going to help your skin step back up to the plate and start functioning like it used to when you were in your 20s and 30s. You know, when your skin was really bright and taut and fresh and snappy and that sort of thing. Well, my skin's not that way today, but I do help support it with a really, really good skincare routine. Again, if you have not had a good regular skincare routine, make sure you take a picture before you start and start in. It's going to be less expensive than you think. It's going to be amazingly effective. And by golly, 90 days into it, all your friends are being saying, what are you doing? You just look really, really good. Because the skin on your face is going to tighten up a little bit from having what it needs. And that's what happens as we get older, is that collagen and elastin production really decreases. And then we get, this wrinkly, crinkly stuff right here that just exacerbates over the years. When we add a good skincare routine, we're giving our skin a little boost of nutrients in order for it to function more effectively. What are you going to see over time? You're going to see your eyelids be a little less hooded. You're going to see your wrinkles be a little less deep. You're going to see the texture of your skin be a little brighter and fresher. It's all going to be good because you're supporting your skin with the things it used to be able to pull out of your body. It used to be able to use effectively, but it can't anymore because things are just slowing down. So absolutely a good skincare routine. I'll have a couple of videos listed down below that break it down for you super, super easy. So if you've never done skincare before, or you feel like your routine is just not working for you, you can check out those videos and find out what I have used to really make a dramatic improvement in my skin. The last thing I want to talk about today to help your face look more lifted is your lymphatic system. And you're probably thinking, what the heck does that have to do with my face? Well, let me tell you, it does. Our lymphatic system moves fluids around our body, but the sticky wicket with the lymphatic system is that it doesn't have a pump. So if you're sedentary, if you're not moving your body, if you're not moving that lymph system around or massaging it or kind of tickling it a little bit, all that fluid is going to build up all over your body, particularly in your face. And you're going to see heavy looking lids. You're going to see puffiness in the corners of your eyes. You're going to see extreme puffiness underneath your eyes. You're going to see your cheeks in this area just look heavy. Why? Because you have fluid built up in your face from your lymphatic system, and it's weighing your skin down. People don't think about this, but think about it. How much bigger is a sponge when you add water to it than it is when it's dry? Well, we want our skin to be hydrated, but we don't want our lymphatic system backed up with fluid. So think of your skin like a sponge. You want to make sure that that fluid is moving through your face, not sitting stagnant. And if you're looking in the mirror right now, or you looked in the mirror this morning and you notice like a real puffiness in the corner of your eyes, or you've got bags underneath your eyes and that you can tap them and it just feels like it's full of fluid, that's from your lymphatic system. There are two ways that you can address this. I suggest you do both because that's going to be the most effective. Number one is stimulate your lymphatic system. You can use a gua sha stone like I've got in my hand right here, and what you do is you just rub that gua sha stone around your face very, very gently, and you're going to engage that lymphatic system and get that fluid moving. There are a ton of videos here on YouTube about how to do a good gua sha stone routine. Pick one of them and just go along with it. And what will happen over time is that you will figure out a routine that works for you. Here's a little treat about a gua sha stone. It feels so good. Honestly, it is so soothing and relaxing. And if you put your gua sha stone in the freezer or the refrigerator, when you start in, it's cool against your skin and it just feels lovely and divine. I always use a little bit of oil when I do a gua sha massage, so you might want to try that. It makes it nice and slippery and smooth and just really wonderful. What you want to do with your gua sha stone in order to get that lymph to drain out of your face is you want to make sure that you do your entire face and down your neck so things are not backing up from your neck on up. All that weight in that lymphatic system is going to puff up your face. It's going to drag your face down, and things are just going to look a little less taut and tight and fresh. So definitely a gua sha stone for lymphatic drainage. Now, the microcurrent is going to do that as well. It's not going to be as impactful if you do the microcurrent and a gua sha stone. How else can you drain your lymphatic system? By moving your body. And I'm not talking about just schlumpy walking, which I can schlumpy walk all day long with the best of them. I think I have a degree in schlumpy walking, but you have to walk in a way that's really moving your body, because that movement is going to act like a pump. So if you're noticing that you're waking up in the morning with stiff ankles, or your ankles feel swollen, your fingers feel swollen, that is a backup in your system of toxins that you really want to work to get out. So moving your body, the Rebounder, is phenomenal for getting your lymphatic system really engaged. Plus, it's so good for you. I just did a video on how much I love my Rebounder a few weeks ago. I'll have it listed down below. It does a wonderful job of really stimulating your lymphatic system. Really good walking will do it as well. Any kind of movement is going to trigger your lymphatic system and help your face drain of all those fluids. The last thing that you can do for that buildup of fluids in your face, which is weighing your face down, is to clean up your diet. And I know maybe you don't want to hear that, but it's been one of the best things that I have done. All the toxins that are in our food these days are really, really taxing our systems. There's GMO foods that our bodies just can't tolerate. There's a lot of chemicals and pesticides and herbicides in our food. Whatever you can do to clean up your diet, to drink really good water, organic foods, organic vegetables, grass-fed, grass-finished meats, pasture-raised chickens or free-range chickens, whatever you can do to really cut down on the toxins in your diet is going to do a couple of things. First of all, it's going to keep those toxins at bay, and your body's going to be able to clean them out a little bit easier. In addition, it's going to free up energy from your body so that it can really repair other issues. So if your body is working overtime to combat the toxins in your diet, it doesn't have a lot of bandwidth to come in and work on your face or work on the brightness of your skin or make sure that your muscles are responding well in your face. So cleaning up your diet is going to help your body out by giving it more bandwidth in order to do the daily tasks that it really needs to do. So to recap, in my 5.5 years of my skincare routine, the 3 things that I have found have really moved the needle, really made a difference is, number 1, a good microcurrent device. And again, thank you 70 Wellness for sponsoring a portion of this video. This is a dandy little device. These little hands-free gadgets that you can put on your face, absolutely awesome idea. So a good microcurrent device, remember, if you're first starting or if you're pulling your device out of the drawer, hit it hard for the first couple of weeks. You're going to see a big improvement. And also remember that you too can have cheekbones just by cutting them in. I've never had cheekbones in my life, but I do today thanks to this. So a good microcurrent device, a good skincare routine, and I promise you, if you watch the videos I have listed down below, you're going to discover that you can create a very effective, very affordable skincare routine that's really going to impact the tightness, freshness, and firmness of your skin very affordably. And then number 3, make sure you deal with your lymph system, because if you've got all that fluid backed up on your face, it's going to weigh your face down and make you look a little older, a little bit more tired, and a little less fresh. Those are my top 3 hot tips for how to lift your face other than getting a facelift when you're over 50. I hope you found this video fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.